Bienvenidos a Camino a la Verdad. Hoy nos convoca otra información de actualidad. Todo registro ha sido destruido o falsificado, todo libro reescrito, toda pintura repintada, toda estatua y toda calle renombrada. Toda fecha ha sido alterada y el proceso continúa día a día, minuto a minuto. La historia se ha detenido. Nada existe excepto un presente sin fin en el que el partido siempre está en lo correcto. George Orwell, 1984.
I think it's quite possible that the 1960s represented the last burst of the human being before he was extinguished, and that this is the beginning of the rest of the future now, that from now on there'll simply be all these robots walking around, feeling nothing, thinking nothing, and there'll be nobody left almost to remind them that there once was a species called a human being, with feelings and thoughts, and that history and memory are right now being erased, and soon nobody will really remember that life existed on the planet.
The government has become vested in these bankers, and they get their money from the bankers. And so then they impose a tax on us, which makes us more slaves, makes it more difficult for us to survive, right? Giving them more profits. And now what's happened is that through the Federal Reserve System, the bankers have pretty much taken control of our government. It doesn't matter Republican and Democrat anymore, because they're both the same. Neither one of them are talking about shutting down the Federal Reserve System or stopping the payment of taxes, or any of the big issues that face Americans, right? So I had a friend, Nick Rockefeller, okay, who was one of the Rockefeller family, and he, when I was running for governor in Nevada, he came to me, introduced himself to me through an attorney, and we became friends. We started talking about things, and I learned an awful lot from Mr. Rockefeller. And one of the things that we used to talk about was the ultimate plan of the banking industry, what they wanted to accomplish. And the goals of the banking industry, not just the Federal Reserve System, but the private banks in Germany and England, all over Italy, all over the world, they all work together. They're all central banks, and they're all part of the Communist Manifesto. You know, central banking is one of the major planks of the Communist Manifesto. We talk about America being a capitalistic country, but yet at the same time we have a central bank that plans everything for us, right? And the graduated income tax is another plank of the Communist Manifesto, right? So right there you have two major planks of the Communist Manifesto that have been brought in because of the Federal Reserve System, okay? So the ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is given me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
everything.
you sell.
Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one-world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave, you become a serf to these people. That's their goal, that's their intention.
Por supuesto, toda la información biométrica, toda tu data será una moneda en la cual negociarán, comprarán, venderán y darán. La prueba fue una en miniatura con este bicho y con este plan para instituir este software, este hardware, este programa, este sistema informático que tiene pasos, fases y a través de las cuales lo implementan de forma mundial, de diferente manera en cada zona geográfica. ¿Para qué? Para que no haya un intercambio de unas personas con otras de información, para que las leyes y los gobiernos no puedan reaccionar. Y la prueba fue lo que ya pasamos.
In the United States, the Supreme Court has ruled that vaccinated people worldwide are products. They are now patented goods. According to U.S. law, which can be verified, people who have been vaccinated no longer qualify as humans, and therefore they can no longer be categorized as human beings. In essence, this means that those vaccinated are no longer subject to national or international law. Since 2013, all people vaccinated with genetically modified mRNAs are legally transhuman and legally identified as transhuman. Then they no longer enjoy any human or other rights of a state. This applies worldwide because GenPoint technology patents are under U.S. jurisdiction and law where they were registered. So yes, this exists, but it is yet another form of dividing all of us from each other. And I certainly address all people. I address the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. And we're all in this together. And our hope is that we can retain humanity in whatever way we can as this huge onslaught that we were not prepared for. We kept believing in the mainstream media, which convinced us that it was far in the future, when really it was being set up all around us. For the last 20 to 25 years, the geoengineering piece has been a huge part of this setup. And it's been going on, and we've all believed the mainstream media account that it's about weather, it's about climate change, it's about global warming, it's about carbons, and none of it was true. It is entirely about preparing for a transhumanist race.
Por cuanto todos pecaron y están destituidos de la gloria de Dios, y son justificados gratuitamente por su gracia, mediante la redención que vino por Cristo, por el Mesías Yeshua. Romanos 3, 23 al 24. El cual se opone y se levanta contra todo lo que se llama Dios o es objeto de culto, tanto que se sienta en el templo de Dios, nuestro cuerpo, como si fuera Dios, haciéndose pasar por Dios. Segunda de Tesalonicenses 2:4. La luz de una vela, el Espíritu Santo, no brillará más en ti, y la voz de novio y de novia no se oirá más en ti, porque tus mercaderes, los que nos compran y venden, esta élite, eran los grandes de la tierra, porque por tus hechicerías, tu farmaqueia, fueron engañadas todas las naciones. Apocalipsis 18, 23. ¿O no sabéis que vuestro cuerpo es templo del Espíritu Santo y que está en vosotros, el cual tenéis de Elohim, de Dios? No sois vuestros, porque habéis sido comprados por precio. Glorificad, pues, a Elohim en vuestro cuerpo, que es vuestro templo. Corintios 6, del 19 al 20. Proverbios 20, 27, la vela que habla en Apocalipsis 18, 23, dice: el espíritu del hombre es la vela de Yahweh, de Dios, que escudriña todas las entrañas del vientre. La gente será engañada por hechicería, farmaqueia, Strong 5331. El uso de medicina, drogas, hechizo, farmaqueia. Parte de la oración es farmaqueia o farmaquia. Es el uso de medicinas, drogas, hechizos, magia, hechicería, encantamiento. Tu ADN se corromperá, serás un sistema operativo mRNA. Es esta patente WO 2020-060606 o el ID 2020. Es esta marca de la esclavitud registrada el 26 de marzo del 2020. Es el hecho del hombre por el hombre, el hierro mezclado con barro, el corromper la perfección de nuestro Padre eterno, como en los días de Noé. Esto es lo que hicieron los ángeles caídos en los días de Noé, durmiendo con los seres humanos para crear Nefilim, corrompiendo el ADN, corrompiendo la creación del Creador, la creación de Dios. Así que el Espíritu Santo no brillará más porque ya no será parte humana. Esa parte será de la IA y ya no tendrás libre albedrío. Serás controlado, ya no serás humano. En Mateos 10:28 dice: no tengas miedo de aquellos que matan el cuerpo, pero no pueden matar el alma. Más bien temed y tened miedo de aquel que puede destruir tanto el alma como el cuerpo en el infierno, en el Sheol. La salvación es rechazar este transhumanismo, rechazar, al igual que nos advierte el profeta Daniel, en Daniel 2:43, mezclando hierro con barro. Y como viste el hierro mezclado con el barro cocido, así se mezclarán la semilla de los hombres, pero no se pegarán el uno al otro, como el hierro no se mezcla con el barro. El hombre, arcilla, carbono 666, se combina con el hierro en la era híbrida genética de la mezcla de la máquina con el hombre. Ese proceso de nanotecnología serán sellados, identificados con la falsa luz. Que Yahweh nos bendiga, nos proteja y nos aleje de todo el mal. Shalom.
A quite terrifying masterpiece. So terrifying, in fact, I don't think I should like to read another like it.
I'm not absolutely dissatisfied with it. I think it is a good idea, but the execution would have been better if I had not been under the influence of TB when I wrote it.
You once claimed that you have an ability to face unpleasant facts. Is that what you've demonstrated in 1984 by drawing an accurate portrait of the future?
I think that allowing for the book being, after all, a parody, something like 1984 could actually happen. This is the direction the world is going in at the present time. In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph and self-abasement. The sex instinct will be eradicated. There will be no loyalty except loyalty to the party. But always there will be the intoxication of power. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on an enemy who is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen. It depends on you.